typed out and automatically transcribed into punch tape. This is fed into the computer and processed. The answer is punched into tape, and this tape is fed into the output typewriter, where the answer is clearly shown. Before a problem can be put into a computer, it must be broken down into a series of simple and logical steps. This is called a flowchart. Imagine a man learning to juggle. The sequence of steps would be: pick up clubs, toss them in the air, catch them. Did you catch them? No? Start again. Pick up clubs, toss them in the air, catch them. Did you catch them? Yes? Finish. A better flowchart would have a fixed number of clubs and work progressively towards it. Logical statements are either true or false. These can be shown by 1 and 0. Elephants have big ears is true and equals 1. Elephants can fly is false and equals 0. Elephants have big ears and can fly is false and equals 0. This is the AND switching circuit. Statements can be set out as switching circuits to show all possibilities. Supposing a ship wants to put to sea. First, the tide must be in, and the weather must be good, and the captain must be sober, and the harbor master informed. A series of AND switches will show the result. Another logic circuit is the NOT relation. This is John Smith. This is not John Smith. It is raining. It is not raining. Then the OR relation can also be shown as a switching circuit. John Smith is wearing a raincoat or carrying an umbrella. He may be doing both. The statement is true whether he is doing one or both at the same time. A simple combination of switches would show that this is John Smith. It is raining. And he is wearing a raincoat. If it were not John Smith, then the statement would have been false. The computer can do 3 things extremely well. Calculate very fast, operate complex sequences of switches, store vast quantities of information. Computers Computers used mainly for calculating have a large processor and a small backup store. Automation requires continual checking and surveillance of a process. A computer used here would have several small but highly specialized processors, each dealing with its own task. A computer used for information retrieval requires a large backup store, but a relatively small processor. This type of computer may be used in a large company with thousands of files relating to sales, organization, accounts, stock control, management decisions, and so on. Time, money, and effort is saved by having all this information instantly available. The most complex use of the computer is in space travel. Before a rocket can be sent to the moon, all the conditions it's likely to meet must be simulated. Engineers, doctors, chemists, weathermen, physicists, communications experts must all translate their work in terms that a computer can understand. When this has been done, all the alternatives are compared. Only when every possibility has been considered and checked will the rocket go into production. Described by 1 and 0. Pictures, movement, music, and color can all be processed, stored, and retrieved. Can the computer handle any form of information? So far, no one has used 1 and 0 to describe love or hate, fear or courage, generosity or greed, goodness or evil. But it's quite possible these two will find ways of being computerized. It may be a long way off, but if the thought of it makes you lose your sleep, you can always try counting sheep. town. Who's been here since I've been gone? A pretty little dandy man, says she. A pretty little dandy man, says she, who swears he wants to marry me. Here will the wedding breakfast be? Where will the wedding breakfast be? Way down yonder hollow tree. What will the wedding breakfast be? What will the wedding breakfast be? 3 green beans and a black-eyed pea. Who will make the wedding gown? Who will make the wedding gown? Oh, Miss Pat from Pumpkin Town. Then Uncle Rat gave his consent. Then Uncle Rat gave his consent, and that's the way the marriage went. The first to come in was a little white moth. The first to come in was a little white moth to spread on the tablecloth. Next to come in was a big black bug. Next to come in was a big black bug. On his back was a cider jug. Next to come in was Mr. Coon. Next to come in was Mr. Coon, waving about the silver spoon. Next to come in was a spotted snake. Next to come in was a spotted snake, passing around the wedding cake. Next to come in was a bumblebee. Next to come in was a bumblebee, the banjo buckled on his knee. Next to come in was a nimble flea. Next to come in was a nimble flea, dance a jig for the bumblebee. Next to come in was the old grey goose. Next to come in was the old grey goose, she picked up a fiddle and she cut loose. Next to come in were 2 little lads. Next to come in were 2 little lads, fixing round to have a dance. Next to come in was a little old fly. Next to come in was a little old fly, he ain't got for a wedding tie. Next to come in was a little old chick. Next to come in was a little chick, he ate so much it made him sick. The last to come in was the old tomcat. The last to come in was the old tomcat, he says, I'll put a stop to that. The frog and the mouse, they went to France. The frog and the mouse, they went to France, and this is the end of my romance. Frog's bridle and saddle are laid on the shelf. Frog's bridle and saddle are laid on the shelf. If you want any more, you can sing it yourself. Now you sing with me. You can start with the I'll give you the first line, and then you join me in all the verses as we tell the story together. Walking with a curtain, he did ride, sword and pistol by his side. Now, are you ready? Let's sing. Frog with a curtain, he did ride. Frog with a curtain, he did ride, sword and pistol by his side. When upon his high horse sat, when upon his high horse sat, his boots they shone as black as jet. He rode right up to Mouse's Hall. He rode right up to Mouse's Hall, where the most
it to spin. He took Miss Mousy on his knee. He took Miss Mousy on his knee. Hey, Miss Mouse, will you marry me? Without my Uncle Rat's consent. Without my Uncle Rat's consent, I would not marry the president. Then Uncle Rat, he soon comes home. Then Uncle Rat, he soon comes home. Years since I've been gone. A pretty little dandy man, say she. A pretty little dandy man, say she, who says he wants to marry me. Here will the wedding breakfast be. Where will the wedding breakfast be? Way down yonder in a hollow tree. What will the wedding breakfast be? What will the wedding breakfast be? 3 green beans and a black-eyed pea. Who will make the wedding gown? Who will make the wedding gown? Oh, Miss Rat from Pumpkin Town. Then Uncle Rat gave his consent. Then Uncle Rat gave his consent. That's the way the marriage went. The first to come in was a little white moth. The first to come in was a little white moth. He spread on the tablecloth. The next to come in was a big black bug. The next to come in was a big black bug. On his back was a cider jug. Next to come in was Mr. Coon. Next to come in was Mr. Coon, waving about a silver spoon. Next to come in was a spotted snake. Next to come in was a spotted snake, passing round the wedding cake. Next to come in was a bumblebee. Next to come in was a bumblebee, a banjo buckle on his knee. Next to come in was a nimble bee. Next to come in was a nimble bee, to dance and sing for the bumblebee. Next to come in was the old grey goose. Next to come in was the old grey goose. She picked up a fiddle and she cut loose. Next to come in was 2 little ants. Next to come in was 2 little ants, mixing round to have a dance. Next to come in was a little old pie. Next to come in was a little old pie. He ate up all the wedding pie. Next to come in was a little chick. Next to come in was a little chick. He ate so much it made him sick. The last to come in was the old tomcat. The last to come in was the old tomcat. He says, I'll put a stop to that. The dog and the mouse, they went to France. The dog and the mouse, they went to France. And this is the end of my romance. Broad bridle and saddle are laid on the shelf. Broad bridle and saddle are laid on the
the future.